Hi guys, today I want to show you 15 Canva tips that fix the most common design problems like alignment, spacing, readability, and more. Let's get started. Let's go to Canva, click Create, select Social Media, Facebook Post. And the first tip I want to show you is how to resize designs manually. Canva Free doesn't allow resizing, but you can reuse the same layout by copying it into a new canvas. So let's select this template right here, copy an empty space, press Command+A on Mac, now Command+C, and now go to File, Create New Design, Custom Size, and let's select this one. And here we just paste the elements. So I do use Command+V, and that's it. See, all elements were pasted, and we are only missing the background. So if you want to reuse the same design, you just add the background and save, and now it's a different size. And that's it. Now let's go back to the original design, and the tip number 2 is use grids for clean image layouts. Grids automatically keep images evenly sized and spaced, preventing messy layouts. To use grids, go to Element and search for grids. So here you can just select any option. Let's use this one. And now just drag images right here. Go to Uploads, select the image, drag and drop right here, select another one, drag and drop right here. And now we can see they are looking very nice and even. The next tip is to use position tools for alignment. Position tools align elements perfectly instead of relying on visual guessing. So select the elements, for example, this one, and here if you click position, you can move it to the top, left, center, and etc. And that's how you use position tools. The next tip is to use rulers, guides, and safe margins. Guides keep text and important elements away from edges so nothing gets cut off. Go to File, Settings, and select either option right here. So let's use Show Rulers and Guides. And now you can see it on the top and on the left side. And if you go to the left and drag and drop it right here, we can see it adds this nicely aligned line right here, and we can do it the same on the top, and now it adds this right here. So now you can visually see where you have to move elements so they are nicely aligned. The tip number 5 is lock elements to protect your layout. Let's say you are editing multiple elements on a page and you don't want some specific elements to move, or you're afraid you're gonna mess them up. So to do that, just click on the element, right click, and select lock. And that's it. Now it's locked. You can't move it. If you want to unlock it, click back and click unlock, and that's it. The next tip is to duplicate pages to create variations. Duplicating pages lets you reuse the same layout while changing only the content. So let's say you want to duplicate this page. Let's get rid of this. Click on here and click duplicate page, and that's it. The next tip is to copy and paste text styles. This instantly applies the same font, size, and other elements. So let's say you want to use this one. Click on this element and click on this icon. And now if I click here, we can see it adds the yellow color because this background yellow. Let's say we are on a new page and we want to maybe add this text right here. So we can see it because it pastes white color. So now let's add a different color here and do it again. Now, yeah, so see, it adds their same style. Okay, the next tip is multi-select elements to edit faster. Multi-select works fine if you don't want to change elements one by one. So let's say you want to update all these elements, right? So select one and hold Shift and select others. Now we selected 2, and if we paste it right here, we can see they are pasted. The next tip is to keep custom colors available. Custom colors disappear unless they stay on the canvas in Canva Free. So to do that, first let's go back to File, Settings, and undo this. And now, let's say you want to add a specific color here which is not available. Click here and on this background color icon and this plus. So here you add it manually like this, just type the actual color like this. And now you can just lock it. So click on this background color and lock background. Now if you go back to the color scheme here, you can see it available. And the next tip is to create stroke outline text. Duplicated text create a stroke effect that improves readability on images, and in general it looks so cool. So let's go back here, let's get rid of this. So we only have the text available. Let's also get rid of this and make it a little smaller. So now we need to duplicate this text. Click inside this frame, right click, duplicate, and now add a different color here. So for example, yellow, or maybe pink is better. And now you just move it a little bit down or up or to the right or left, and if we keep it as is, it creates this nice look. If we keep it like this, we still see this white background, right? And if we move it a little bit to the right or left, it also looks very nice. So that's how you create stroke effect. You just make sure that the letters are nicely aligned on each other or on top of each other. Okay, the next tip is to improve text readability with spacing. Proper spacing makes text easier to read, especially on mobile. And to do that, just select the text and click on this T icon. And here you can change line spacing or letter spacing. And that's it. Then next tip is to add shadows to the image. So let's select this image, edit, and here we can select shadows. If we select drop, we can see it adds this nice shadow on the bottom, or we can select a different one, maybe glow or something else. That's how you use shadow. The next tip is to use transparency to layer content. Transparency keeps background visuals visible without overpowering text. So to use transparency, select the element and click here, and here you can change the transparency. And the tip number 14 is select hidden elements using layers. Layers help you select elements that are covered by others. So for example, let's add this text on top of the image, and if I select the element, right click, select layer, click send to back, they can see that now the text is kind of on the back, right? If you go back, select send backward, it moves to the top again. So you just move it back or on the front or backwards, etc. And the last tip is to export images correctly. Correct export settings keep quality high without large file size. To select the right file quality, go to File and Download. And here, under the file type, you select a specific file type. So JPEG usually for photos, PNG, text-heavy graphics, and etc. And that's it. I hope you found these tips helpful. Thank you for watching. Bye.